So I'm going to be talking about the billing analytics dashboard and the details that this gives me as a billing manager or somebody who's interested in all of the metrics around billing. Firstly, as Mike said, because we're utilizing Data Cloud and Tableau, we get some really powerful visualized metrics which we can start to work with. So I think this one is really, really powerful. The thing to note here, there are a number of different tabs and a number of different data points that we can start to interrogate. So as I'm looking at this at the moment, I've got it for all of my regions. I have it for all of my accounts and all of my products. My current time period is my year to date, but I can start to change this as well if I want to have a look at next year, for example. I can choose next year, or I can choose the current year. And as I start to change the dates, you'll then start to see this data is getting updated in real time. So I can see that my annual recurring revenue is high. I'm at 80.4 million. My total revenue is at 201.7 million. I can see my active accounts. I can see my monthly recurring revenue and generated invoice count. And please don't take a note of my terrible renewal rate. I need to get a new team on renewals. All my team are comped on new business, so they've not focused on renewals. What we can also do there is also come down into this section here and start looking at revenue trends. So my revenue trend by month, I can start looking at my amounts that are overdue. I can look at anything that's impacting my MRR. So that is a really powerful one for me. I want to understand what my changes in MRR are down to. So here we can see on the left my net MRR changes, and I can see throughout the months how my MRR is growing. September, October, and November, obviously that is the forecast with my current monthly recurring revenue and any churn that's being brought into that. On the right hand side, areas that are influencing my MRR are my new MRR that's been captured. I've got the expired. And as Mike mentioned earlier, if we want to start drilling down into that data, this is where we can really start changing what we're looking at. Let's just reset that then. So talking about following on from Mike, I've now got a section here, which is my unbilled orders. So I can start to see I've got draft orders going back to October 2024. Why is that? What do I need to do with that? There's so much more that I could talk to you about, so much more detail that I could go into, but we do have other dashboards that we need to cover.